Welcome back to the program. You're watching Morning Thailand with Tulip and Golf. And we're going to go straight to this handmade wooden car. It's
Can
amazing.
it drive or is it a model?
Yes, you can drive it. And in the picture, you'll see the guy that made it was driving it.
Oh.
It's this all happened because this particular, he is a carpenter and he is also a wooden furniture maker.
Nice.
And he said that he came to Bangkok earlier this year and he went to see some of the classic old vintage car in Bangkok. Like
Yeah,
you see
that
in
actually
the
looks
picture.
pretty good.
Yes, he saw all this vintage car at the exhibition at one of the malls and he got inspired. He loved how it looked unique and so classic. So when he come back home, he start doing research on on the design and how to start making a car.
Oh, so he's like self-learned to actually build this car.
Yes, because
awesome.
don't forget, he's not a mechanic. He's a carpenter.
Right.
So he started with the wheels first because he said it's the most important part that have to carry all the weight.
Right.
And then he used the metal frame, and then he used teak wood and pine wood all from scratch.
Teak is very hard kind of wood. Okay.
So he spent 3 months to make this particular car.
Only 3 months?
Yes.
That's not bad.
And he is using motorcycle engine to keep the car going.
Right.
It's nice. I would say pretty fancy.
Yeah.
One man show.
Okay.
One man making this.
So we can go to
car.
Sukhothai maybe if he allows people to actually take a look at this car.
Yes, because he said that he is thinking about maybe have it a show or send it to the museum.
That's nice. I think that this is one of the thing that a lot of people would love to order and use. You can use this in hotel. I can see that happen.
And I believe he'll be willing to show it to the public. So if you want to see the real one, you can go to Nai Mueang sub-district, Songkhla district in Sukhothai province. His house is in the mango plantation, mango farm.
Right, orchard.
Orchards.
That's nice. Actually, it's almost like one of those golf cart. It's not that big of an engine, but it could move like in short distance.
But the fact that it's handmade and he made it all by himself from scratch, that's pretty amazing.
He should copyright this actually.
Yeah.
And made it.
True.
We start like our business ideas.
Think about Jaguar that costs how many millions because it's handmade.
And this is wood.
Yes.
Awesome. All right. Moving on to another news that obviously has been in the front pages for quite a bit. About the plane crash, the Lao Airlines plane crash. At this point, there has been a lot of coordination between various governments, especially with Thai government sending in the forensic team, and there are several from France as well and Australia to work on this particular case. However, at this point, there has been a report already that they probably would stop the searching now for the body because they retrieved almost all of them. However, they said that as for the Thai officials that in the task force itself, they requested that the National Police Bureau allowed the 6 officials to remain there to help with identifying the verification for 3 more days. So at this point, they are hoping that the Thai officials will be able to assist more because they said that they already identified 17 of the body, but 42 has been recovered already. So meaning that there's quite a bit of a long way to go still. However, the 2 Thai that has already been identified as Kun Phakhavat Aphirattanachai and Kun Khanung Chat Kasem Chai, and their bodies will be sent to Ubon Ratchathani province at the Saphasit Prasong Hospital, possibly today, and they say that the relatives have already been informed. But one of the biggest thing was that they say that there has been a report that they be able to detect or identify where the black box is already. However, to recover the black box is still a little bit more difficult due to the fact that it has a very strong wind in Mekong, strong current in Mekong River. So it's very cloudy, as well as the fact that there's a lot of rocks underneath. So they are trying their best, but at this point they plan to retrieve it as soon as possible, because apparently, according to the report, they say that black box will send out strong signal during the first 3 days of the crash. However, the signal will slowly weakening as the day passed. So meaning that if they want to retrieve it, they have to do it fast. Otherwise, they might lose the signal and they might not be able to retrieve the black box altogether. But at this point, like I have mentioned, there has already been talked about pooling the operation and only remaining in terms of the identifying the bodies.
Okay, I think it would be a good example case if they're able to find a black box. Hopefully they'll find it.
Yeah, and then see whether or not it was an accident or it just weather, because we were thinking that it could have been from Nari typhoon as well.
Because it's crashed in between like two little islands in the middle of the river. Okay, we will move on to the next news. Come back to Thailand.
Okay.
Talking about Nari storm. Nari has done some good work to Thailand too.
Not so great.
not so great. This is in additional to our normal rainy season. A lot of area in Thailand still under flood water. We'll go province by province. We'll start off with Korat or Nakhon Ratchasima province. Reportedly in many districts is still under between 30 centimeter to 90 centimeter flood water. That is a lot. 90 centimeter is like waist high.
Right.
Flood water. So a lot of people still unable to commute on the road, still have to use the boat to go around, about to do their routine things. Even in the Mueang district itself, it's like 60 centimeters. But the Power Authority has already released the power, has already turned on the power line for people because they believe that the water is low enough to not harm the people in the area. And also on the highway, Phet Ma Tukam highway that went through Nakhon Ratchasima, there is still 40 to 50 centimeters flood water. So this cut off people from town to town. Also in Prachinburi province, because of the water level in Prachinburi river is still quite high, it has spilled over to flood other 4 districts in the province as well. So the municipality, there is some part of the city that has been badly flooded, but there is another part that doing quite well because the municipality has lined up the sandbags and always pump the water out in the heart of town. And also some districts that right now are going through situation a little worse than others, such as Si Mahosot district, because they just took water that came from Si Mahapot. Remember the Si Mahapot was flooded really bad before. It was badly flooded. So now the water has to go somewhere, so it's moving past.
So it went to that's bad.
Yes, it's when it just came to Si Mahosot district. So another district got a bit better situation. Another district just gonna take that water until it find its way to the ocean somehow. In Nakhon Nayok province, also still some flood, 1.5 meters flood in some area that is like the first floor of your house will be covered with flood water. And in some area of Cha Cheong Sao, already seen smelly, stagnant water because it has been there for too long now, even though the level going down a little bit, but not too pleasant. In Chonburi province, this has been quite a problem. Beside Amata Nakhon industrial zone that has been flooded. Actually, the industrial zone itself, they said that it's not flooded inside the industrial estate, but the road around it
the area
is flooded, so the employees or workers cannot get in. That's why 17 factories inside the industrial zone have to be closed. But 17 sound like it's the minority among many other factories in Amata Nakhon industrial zone. And they said that all these factories will resume operation as soon as the bus can send workers into the factory. So it doesn't sound so bad. They said the water level, the flood water level already receding. If there is no more rain, it should be back to normal pretty soon. This is in Chonburi. But there is still some highway that having problem with stagnant flood water. The Ma Pong Pan Thong Highway Road still see 30 centimeter flood water. Nong Tam Lung Ban Kau Highway Road also. So if you want to travel to Chonburi, just have to be really careful. Along with the news about flood in Chonburi, there was a rumor that the authority to release water from 3 reservoirs in Rayong province, they came out yesterday. The government came out yesterday and just want to make sure for everyone not to be panicked because they're not planning to release any water from any of these reservoirs in Rayong province. These 3 reservoirs is น้ำดอกกรายน้ำหนองปลาไหล and น้ำคลองใหญ่ So and because the water level has increasing a bit, it's all because it has been raining under the dam. So they can really help with the water management from the dam.
Right.
But among all those news, we have some good news. You see in the photos a little earlier that we show that in Ayutthaya, in some part of Ayutthaya, situation already back to normal. The water is already gone. So they just had a big cleaning day at Ban Pan Market, where all the vendors and all the government officials and the locals help each other cleaning the area. It has been flooded for months. But in the same province, the 6,000 houses along the river is still fighting through flood because it's by the river. Along Japraya River, Pasak River, it's subsided but still flooded.
Right.
10 to 20 centimeters in some areas. So, and in some area it's like 1 meter higher than the
sea level? No.
No,
normal?
The normal level.
Oh, okay.
1 meter, it's a lot. But I think for a lot of people, a lot of residents along the river basin, they are pretty familiar with the flooding situation.
Oh, okay.
It happens
So
every year.
Used to it, in a way. In a way.
In a way.
Right.
Yes. But all in all, sound better if there is no more rain, even though there was a flash flood in Songkhla. It has already been taken care of. Some people got affected, but no one killed. That's the good news.
That's good news.
Still flood in Krabi province, and some storm went through Phetchaburi province, but no more casualties.
All right.
Reported.
Good news then. Okay, moving on to another interesting incident just to add to Mother Nature here. There has been a report of tornadoes situated in the Songkhla Lake in Pathalung province, Khao Chai Son district. Now they say that a lot of the people in the area got really spooked when they see this, because normally in Thailand we don't get to see
True.
that many tornadoes.
True.
But in this particular case, it's situated right almost in the middle of the lake, so it suck up all the water pretty much. And you can see, look at that. We don't really see that
True.
that much.
I have never seen tornado in Thailand.
And good thing is, it's situated right in the middle of the lake. So by the time it made its way to the land, it's already died down. So
Okay.
there's no effect, or it hasn't damaged any houses, or no one got injured from this particular incident. But it took place for 15 minutes in the Khao Chai Son district of Pathalung province. Now they say that this happened before once 3 years ago. However, they believe that this is probably showing, is almost a sign for a lot of people in the area that weather is already changed. There has been some changes, and this is one of the phenomena that we haven't even seen before. So for a lot of people, this is quite scary. And for 15 minutes, I'm pretty sure that would shock a lot of people. So just to end this,
Just look like in a
break with
movie.
this. I know, like we haven't seen it before. So, you know, if you're from the US, you might think that this is quite normal, but
Or quite small.
yeah,
for US
For
standards.
us who haven't seen it before, this is quite fascinating, really. But good news is no one got injured from this particular incident.
Okay, and we'll take a short break. We'll come back and update you political news, how our Prime Minister is doing.
And of course, how the protesters is planning their protests. So please stay tuned.